The Music Man is a thrilling production by Meredith Willson. Meredith Willson wrote the music, lyrics, and book for the original Broadway production, and his childhood experiences are intertwined within it. Simply put, The Music Man is about a traveling con man named Harold Hill, who tricks cities into investing in a city-wide marching band and eventually runs off with the money. Hill arrives at River City, Iowa, with his typical plan in mind, but his course of action changes when he falls in love with the local librarian/piano teacher, Marion Peru. The community members of River City begin taking suspicion to Hill's works and whether he is scamming them.
The storyline of the main character, Harold Hill, wanting to start a band within the fictional town of River City, Iowa, parallels Wilson's personal experience as he was an avid member of a marching band himself, and originally from the Mason City, Iowa. The passion for success and integration of true components of music are portrayed throughout the entire production. Famous numbers such as 76 trombones elicit highly stylistic qualities which have allowed the production to become a landmark musical in the history of American theater.
The opening scene of the movie version shows a train going from Illinois to Iowa. The train is filled with salesmen who burst into an unusual number called Rock Island, which is known for its spoken lyrics.
Let him go, Orville. I guess we made it plain. We don't want no more traveling salesmen in Brighton.
Credit is no good for an ocean salesman.
How far are you going, friend?
Wherever the people are as green as the money, friend.
What's the matter with credit?
It's old-fashioned. Charlie, you're an anvil salesman. Your firm give credit?
No, sir.
Nor anybody else.
River City, next station stop, River City, Iowa.
Cash for the merchandise. Cash for the button hooks.
Cash for the cotton goods. Cash for the hard goods.
Cash for the fancy goods. Cash for the soft goods.
Cash for the noggins and the piggins and the frickin'.
Cash for the hogshead cask and demijohn. Cash for the crackers and the pickles and the fly paper.
Look, what do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk?
Where do you get it?
What do you talk?
You can talk, you can talk. You can bigger, you can talk. You can bigger, bigger, bigger. You can talk, you can talk. You can talk, 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 talk. Bigger, bigger, bigger. You can talk all you want, but it's different than it was.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. But you gotta know the territory.
Why, it's a Model T Ford. Made the trouble, made the people want to go, want to get up and go. 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 22, 23 miles to the county seat.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Who's gonna patronize a little bitty 2x4 kind of store anymore?
What do you talk? What do you talk?
Where do you get it?
Gone, gone.
Gone with the hogshead cask and demijohn. Gone with the sugar barrel, pickle barrel, milk can. Gone with the tub and the pail and the tierce.
Ever meet a fella by the name of Hill?
Hill.
Hill.
Hill?
Hill.
Hill?
Hill.
Hill! No! Just a minute, just a minute, just a minute!
Never heard of any salesman, Hill.
Now, he doesn't know the territory.
Doesn't know the territory?
What's a fella's line?
Never worries about his line.
Never worries about his line.
Or a doggone thing. He's just a bang, beat, bell ringing, big hole, great go, neck or nothing, rip thrower, and every time a bullseye salesman. That's Professor Harold Hill, Harold Hill.
What's the fellow's line? What's his line?
He's a fake, and he doesn't know the territory.
Look, what do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk?
He's a music man.
He's a what? He's a what?
He's a music man, and he sells clarinets to the kids in the town with the big trombones and the rat-a-tat drums. Big brass bass, and the piccolo with uniforms, too, with a shiny gold braid on the coat and a big red stripe running.
Well, I don't know much about bands, but I do know you can't make a living selling big trombones. No, sir. Mandolin picks, perhaps, and here and there a Jew's harp.
No, the fella sells bands, boys' bands. I don't know how he does it, but he lives like a king, and he dallies, and he gathers, and he plucks, and he shines. And when a man dances, certainly, boys, what else? The piper pays him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. When the man dances, certainly, boys, what else? The piper pays him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But he doesn't know the territory.
River City, station stop, River City. Just crossed the state line into Iowa. Population, River City, 2,212. Cigarettes illegal in this state.
The original production of The Music Man at Majestic Theater opened on December 19, 1957. It then made an appearance on the Broadway stage on October 24, 1960. There were a total of 1,375 Broadway performances. In the original Broadway production, Harold Hill was played by Robert Preston, Mayor Shinn was played by David Burns, Marion Peru was played by Barbara Crook, Winthrop Peru, Marion's little brother, was played by Eddie Hodges, and Marcellus Washburn, Harold Hill's good friend, was played by Iggy Wolfington. There have been Broadway revivals of The Music Man, both in 1980 and 2000 as well.
The fact that The Music Man has been labeled as being a landmark musical can be verified by the number of awards it has taken home. In 1958 alone, it took home the Tony Awards for the Best Musical, Best Conductor and Musical Director, Best Featured Actor and Actress, and the Theatre World Award.
The Music Man was adapted into a film in 1962 and starred Robert Preston as Harold Hill. This film version of The Music Man won the Academy Award for Best Musical Score and was nominated for numerous other awards.
The scene you're about to watch is entitled Ice Cream Sincere. In this scene, Harold Hill is approached by the school board of River City, demanding his credentials. He evades the topic by turning the school board members into a quartet named the Buffalo Bills. As the newly formed Buffalo Bills continue to sing, Hill attempts to talk to Marion Peru, who he has interest in. The effects of Harold Hill and his instincts to start a band within the town of River City, Iowa, work in his favor, as he integrates townspeople into singing acts whenever the chance prevails. The school board members are not normally acquainted with one another, but when Hill introduces them to one another through their song in a quartet scheme, he makes the men seem as if they have been the greatest of friends.
Good evening, ladies.
Just a minute, Professor Hill.
Sorry, Professor, but we're the school board and we need your credentials.
Academic certificate? Nothing of the kind.
We need letters and papers.
Make him put up a bond.
What am I hearing? You, sir.
Say ice cream. Well, ice cream, but I don't sing if that's what you mean.
Talk then.
Down here, ice cream. Ice cream. Talk slow. Ice cream.
You see? Singing is just
sustained talking.
Now you, sir.
Ice cream.
Now you, sir.
Ice cream.
Now you, sir.
Ice cream.
Ma'am, from now on, you'll never see one of those men without the other two again.
Professor, you're wrong. Those men have hated each other for 15 years.
Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream.
You go ahead, Mom. I'll be there in a minute.
How can there be any sin insincere? Where is the good in goodbye and goodbye?
Apprehensions confuse me, dear.
Tell me what can be fair in farewell, dear, while one single star shines above. How can there be any sin in sincere? Aren't we sincerely in love? Oh,
As the time nears for the city band to come together and perform, the community members of River City remain suspicious of who Harold Hill is. Nonetheless, the uniforms arrive, and the perfect time has come for Hill to run off and escape with the money. Instead, though, Hill decides to stay and be with Marion. The musical commences with the River City band coming together and playing for the first time.